everyone, welcome to my channel. I've had so many issues when creating this character because I was clearly initially very uninspired, as the design itself is messy and kind of boring. So I decided to make a video on me redrawing this design. I was initially unsure with how to begin, so I ended up obviously going and looking for references. I ended up going to Cosmos for these references, and in these images there are different styles, different makeup looks, different facial proportions that I could have worked with, and I think it really helped give me an idea of what the base would look like. And so I ended up giving her a cutesy, melancholic look in the end. I gave her long, fluffy eyelashes. I gave her runny mascara, like as if she's just been crying or having a manic episode. I gave her flushed cheeks, obviously, to add to the sadness of her face. I gave her some dramatic eyeshadow, some dark lipstick with a heart in the center, obviously to reinforce the idea that she is emotionally driven. For the hair, I kind of struggled figuring out what I wanted the hair to look like, so I ended up looking into jester hats and the hats of the time period of when jesters were around, and I ended up stumbling upon hennin hats. As you can see, there are many different variations, and I ended up going for the double-horned hennin hat as my main inspiration for the hair. So I did two cone-like braids with some loose hair at the ends to invoke the veil that is usually used on the hennin hats, and obviously pom-poms at the end, as you can see, because I thought I didn't want her to just be serious, I still wanted her to be playful. From this point, I struggled on picking which collar I wanted to give her, as I kind of ended up going back and forth. Initially, I wanted a neck ruff collar, then I changed my mind to a velvet pillowy collar, and then played around some more with a star-shaped collar with a bit of the ruffle, but then I scrapped that as well, and I ended up going for just the star-shaped one. I also ended up thickening the hair bits. Looking back, I do think it did look better thinner, but here I ended up going back and making it thicker because by this point of the speed paint, I ended up going back after making the second one, as the hair looked a lot thicker in that version, so I came over to fix it in this one later. And I think when finishing off her design, I would like to make it thinner again later. So this is the finished first version of this character. I hope you like how I ended up doing it this time. With this secondary design, I wanted it to be horror themed, so I ended up going over the original design and tweaking it a bit, just so I still have all the proportions correct. I just changed a bit of her makeup. I made it a bit more dramatic, made her runny mascara darker. I gave her irises no color. I somehow decided on making her expression a bit more worried with this hollowed out look in her eyes. I made the hair also messier, and I wanted, when drawing the hair, for it to seem like she's mid-float. When drawing this, I wasn't sure if I just wanted it to be a severed puppet head that just floats around and terrorizes people, or if I wanted her to have a body, but to be fair, I could have both. She could have a detachable head, or she may have lost her body. That's a lore issue that I will deal with later. I am glad I decided on changing the collar, because here I could play around with it moving in the wind to kind of reinforce the sense that she is floating, that the head is mid-air. When drawing the off-kilter jaw, I wasn't sure how I'd place it, if I'd place it high or lower, but as you can see, I decided that the lower would look better. And here's the finished piece for the secondary version. Please write in the comments what you think, if you're interested in another one, and thank you for watching.